back to part 130 of my Rome Let's Play. Total War Rome 2 would be this, Impera. So picking things up, we left them last time. We're getting ready to upgrade all of our armies because we've now reached tier 3 or level 3 of weapons. So all of our armies can now have nice shiny golden weapons and golden shields for their stats. Lovely stuff. Oh boy. Now, part 130, normally I would say I'd do like a 2 to 3 hour special stream, but this week is the last week before I'm away on holiday with my family, so I just wouldn't have the time for it right now. So what I will do is I'll make sure that part 140 is a sort of 3-ish hour special. We'll do a nice long stream of that. And part 150, because I saw a couple of comments saying, what are you going to do for part 150? Obviously, part 100 was a 10-hour special. Part 150, to me, that makes sense that it should be a 5-hour special. So we'll do that in like a full day stream, essentially of just Rome 2, stream record it all day long for 5 solid hours for part 150. But yeah, I will try and record an episode of this to go out next week. Currently, we're doing like 3 episodes of this a week, of around about 50 minutes to an hour. This episode will probably be about 45-50 minutes. And same with the rest of the episodes this week. If I can, I will try and record an hour-long episode to go out next week while I'm away, but if not, there will be a week's break without an episode of this series, and we'll be back to it from the week of the 25th of May, although we're going from Monday to Monday, so I'll actually be back to work from Tuesday the 26th. My first day away on holiday as such is Monday the 18th, and my first day back will be Tuesday the 26th, and we'll probably just be stream recording the rest of that 4-day week that I've got once I'm back. I think you mean 15 hours. No, it will not be a 15-hour stream. It will not be a 15-hour stream because the maximum you can upload in one video on YouTube is 12 hours. So that 12 hours would be like the absolute limit that we could do. And maybe if this series somehow continues on to part 200, which I strongly doubt it will do, we'll get through the East. We'll get there by then. But if we somehow got to part 200, then I promise we would do a 12-hour special. Don't know what I was saying, because my wife just popped in to tell me something then. But yeah, if there is ever a part 200, 12-hour special, probably streamed, recorded across multiple days, and then stitched together in one big video. But yes, anyway, holiday stuff. There will still be videos going out. Currently, I've got something that I'm working on, a brand new series. I can't mention what it is yet because NDA. But there will be a brand new series and some new content going out for you guys next week while I am away on holiday. And you will get... currently, the plan is there should at least be 1 video a day for while I'm away. So, yeah, not too much of an impact. It feels a bit weird, though, because obviously we've had so many... So it's not been that long since it was the Easter holidays and I was away with my family for a week. And then, obviously, more recently, I had power issues here at home and in my office, which meant I lost nearly a week's worth then. A week's worth of work. Yeah, after this holiday, we haven't got anything else booked or planned, so I probably don't have enough money for anything else. So, you've probably got me all summer long. Let's all do the NDA dance. No, I mean, to be fair, any moment now, I actually probably should be able to announce actually what that is. I'm just waiting on a few final things. Right, I'm just figuring out, we were going around, you know what, before I start going around starting moving things, let's just go through and upgrade all my army's equipment, because otherwise I'll inevitably forget to do one, and then they'll get attacked, and I'll be like, oh, I wish I'd given them upgrades. So let's just go do that. We've done some of them. I could just go through the list view, but I also want to just pan over the map to check all my army's situations currently. That gives me a good opportunity to just see where they're all at. Pretty sure you guys, while we're here, we can just shuffle you guys over as well. Because we're getting ready to redeclare war on Scythia, which I imagine will happen this turn, unless we get bogged down with... Well, not this time, but this episode. Unless we get bogged down with attacks during the intern phase, potentially. A holiday? What's a holiday? It's the thing I can't afford. Yeah, it's the thing we can't afford any more of. To be fair, we've we've been really, I don't know, like not necessarily savvy. I don't know if that's the right word. I was about to say like frugal, but well, not really. Like we've managed to find, like we did a very cheap holiday in October. We went and stayed in a static caravan for a week in October half term last year. Did the same thing over Easter. Just found an absolutely amazing last minute deal. Very cheap for the entire week. This holiday we're about to go on is our, I guess, like our big holiday as such. It's the last time we can take our eldest child out of school without getting any fines. Because you don't get fined until the term after they've turned 5, and he's still 4 right now. So we were like, let's do one final big family holiday before our kids are too entrenched in the British school system, and before we face fines and stuff like that. So we were like, let's, yeah. We're not exactly splurged, but we've consolidated the holiday budgets and gone, not, I was about to say, like gone big. We haven't gone big, but we've gone for a nice holiday, which we won't be able to afford ever again. You guys are actually saying I should disband this army and re-recruit it over in Antioch. The problem is the plebs. We can't actually get the ones I want. And I can't get the other ones I want over here, where we've got plenty of them right now, because I need the Imperial barracks, I'm pretty sure. So I might actually just keep you guys and dish you all out. Plus, at the moment, we're leaving you... Well, we're going to see. I think actually we were going to leave that army there to start Syracuse, then maybe we were going to disband it. Because hopefully by then we've got a regular barracks in there. Your battery, that is growth, public order at the cost of food, loads of battery reduction. I'm just wondering if I could get away with it in there. Potentially, like I don't think we need that. Yeah, let's try it there. Let's shuffle things around because then that's us sorted there. Crassus is currently replenishing. Crassus needs upgrades. Okay, I think I've gone around the map and done everyone, but we will now check all the armies anyway.
Ready for orders. Ready for orders.
You guys saying like Cubhart is 4 now? Like 4, nearly 5. He'll be 5 in July. He was like, I feel old. Yeah, I feel old. I feel old when I realize that this game is 13 years old. This September, which also marks, yeah, 13 years of me doing YouTube full time, basically. Which seems bonkers.
Ready for orders. Ready for battle.
I'm going to be doing it. I've been making videos for 17 years now. But yeah, this has been my job. 13 years in September.
Fleet reporting.
Here's to another 13. Here's to many more. Right, we're bringing this army up here. I'm going to transfer those troops. Now they're going to come on land at Tyros. That's fine. Avoid the Himyar armies. Right. We've got you, the cavalry of those archers. We've got one of them already. Let's give you the cohorts Aquila. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 infantry. That's too many. You've only got room for 6. So we will drop back. Oh, there we go. That is now a full force. You guys need there. You got horse archers, which double as melee troops as well. They're all right. They're all right. Got the onagers in there. We've got the mix of elite archers. This should be a fun army to see in action. Oh my god, can I actually reach these guys? I think I can. I think I just can. We'll be pulling all of those guys. That army's pretty wrecked. I want to see this lot in action. They shouldn't run, because I'm sure they'll be like, yeah, we can handle these Romans. You do outnumber me, but I've got absolute quality here. Let's see what the Order Resolve thinks. It's a valiant defeat or Pyrrhic victory. Wow, valiant defeat, 5%, 2% remaining. But then the Pyrrhic victory is like, yeah, protective stance, Pyrrhic victory, it will win, and you'll only lose 53% of your force. So, I mean, I reckon we'll get away with only losing 25%. Let's do it, in we go. That's really looking over at chat, and it's like everyone's basically having the same conversation that always comes up when I mention like taking your kids out of school for a holiday outside of school holidays, the fines, and how, yeah. Like the thing is, the school fines, parents taking their kids out of school for holidays are not the kids that have problems with their attendance, you know. The kids that have attendance problems probably have problems at home and therefore need better social support. You know, perhaps even their parents need better support. But it's not. I would pretty much guarantee that it's not families that are taking their kids out of school for a cheaper holiday that are resulting in kids struggling at school. Certainly not the ones that take them out like once a year. And the reason why people do it is, the reason why we're going this year is we can go to, well, the holiday that we booked would otherwise be probably about £2,000 to £3,000 more expensive if we went the next week, which is the half term. It punishes the wrong people. Exactly. Exactly. Like, school is super important and kids should be in school. But them missing a week of school here and there is not the problem. Yeah, I mean the thing that comes up about it is that people say like, oh, we should pressure the travel industry to not increase the prices. Thing is though, you'd have to do it on a global scale, which is just never going to happen. Because if you just basically made it so that, say, British holiday companies didn't increase the prices, unless you do it globally, you're not going to stop the hotels or the resorts or whatever just selling spaces to families from other places around the world. So you have to do it globally or probably not at all. And the thing is, the companies know they can do this, and they know that they can't be forced into compliance because they'll be like, yeah, unless you're going to punish the whole world, it's not going to happen. Okay, we're not going to get British tourists in or holiday makers. Fine, we'll just appeal to Italians or French, Spanish, you know, Germans, you know, Europeans, Americans, anyone apart from this one country that is now penalizing us for having these prices at these times, you know? It's just not going to work. Yeah, I don't think... I think if they want to have fines to deal with significant absences, then either, and this would be something I'd be for, like, and this, because also this is kind of my stance on it. Like, if it was a year where my kids had exams, I wouldn't be taking them out of school that year. But my child is in his reception year. He's learning through play still. So, you know, he's not going to miss anything so critical that he can't recover from it. But yeah, if it was an exam year, I wouldn't take them out. So I'd say either you levy the fines on the years on those years, or make them more aggressive for those years. Or you give everyone at least, say, 5 days a year where they can have a holiday absence. But yeah, obviously there's huge benefits to kids learning from travel and, you know, different cultures, language. I mean, my parents were both teachers, and they both said, if we didn't have to work, we'd have taken you on holidays in school time. Instead, what we did, we pretty much went all of the summer holidays. My parents we would go camping either in a tent or a caravan, and we would go camping all throughout the summer for like 4 to 6 weeks every single year, basically. So they would make the most of those holidays. My dad would take his school marking with him, and do some marking every few evenings so that he stayed on top of his work.
One of our units has used all its ammunition.
You know, plenty of teachers who take leave and then take leave. Seriously? I feel like that would be like, I mean, I 100% don't blame, like, teachers should be able to do it if parents are doing it as well. But it's like, yeah, I think it's like, you'd have to have global change. Wow, my cavalry's having a terrible time of it. I thought you honestly would have had them. There we go. Yeah, as I've already said, like, you'd have to globally change the entire travel industry to stop them just penalizing countries where they would then pass the buck on to the travel companies for raising the prices in school holidays. So that's probably highly unlikely to ever work. So I think what people should focus on for if they want changes to the system is that either there's certain years, school years that is, where kids aren't fined or penalized, and I think by default that should be any year that they have an exam for the academic curriculum. And then, so that it's not just a free-for-all with people taking their kids out for every single day that they want, you just say, like, the fines are still there to disincentivize you from doing it all the time, but you can have up to 5 days of authorized holiday a year, so long as it's not a year in which they have a curriculum exam. I don't think I've ever heard a teacher broadly go, yeah, like, be in favor of the current system of it. I mean, I think perhaps that maybe the only teacher that you would perhaps be sort of in support of the current system is perhaps head teachers, but then I guess from their perspective, they're under pressure for attendance records and maintaining them at really high levels and things like that. But yeah, the fines currently target completely the wrong people. It's not parents taking their kids on holiday that need to be the ones fined and watched for their kids' attendance record. It is most likely the families that have like social problems going on, either economic hardships as well, or, you know, just have like family troubles that are regularly missing huge chunks of school time. Even adults get paid time off from work. That's true. I mean, the counter to that would be is that there are, what, like 170 odd days of holiday that kids get. So the suggestion is, you know, you're asked to be in school for just slightly over half that, or like half the total days in the year as such. There's all those other days to take holidays, which completely agree. There's plenty of days for kids to be off, but that doesn't also necessarily align for when parents can take time off from work and everything else. So I think the system just needs to be made a little bit more flexible and understanding of when it actually occurs and when it actually happens. Fine punishes the poorest, the wealthy families, just as additional cost. Yeah, well, I mean, even for poorer families, they decide, you know, if they want to go on a specific holiday, it's often, well, not pretty much every time, it's still cheaper for them to take the fine than it would be to pay for the price of the holiday in the school holidays. So, like, I know, like, a lot of people, even if they're struggling, will be like, we're still going to take the kids out of school because we can do this holiday for a third of the price that it would be if we went a week or two later. But yeah, it still massively affects the poorest families out there, which just isn't fair. But ultimately, it punishes all families with kids at school. I can understand why this was saying it was a decisive defeat and a valiant defeat, because they are, again, my troops are way better than theirs, but we're getting overwhelmed by numbers. I'm hoping we can start holding and pushing them back here, though, and then use the cavalry to slam into them. I'm trying to do that with my general. The archers, thankfully, are pretty capable troops. There's just a lot of spears here. They've broken a few, but we're starting to rally round. The cavalry's been a bit hit and miss, but they've done a good job. It's this enemy general that's pretty annoying with its medium shock cavalry. I'm trying to target them, actually, but I'm not having much luck there. Slam into them there if we can. I've got to be careful with the general. Can't leave him engaged against spears for too long. Need these guys to push in and finish them off. And yeah, sorry for anyone totally not interested in this conversation thinking, when's he going to do the Roman commentary? My bad. I feel like from my audience demographics, as I get older, most broadly, vast majority of the audience that's still sticking around is also, obviously, funnily enough, you're also getting older at the same rate I am. And obviously more and more of you are then being like, oh, I've now got kids of my own, we're facing the same things, or, you know, it appeals to that. I think the broadest kind of demographic is that sort of like 25 to 36 group. And then there's still quite a bit in the next group up, 36 to like 45 as well. So it's a lot of people out there with kids, or having kids, and then running into all the same sort of like things. So appreciate the commentary is probably not super specific to the gameplay right now, but hopefully it's got some relevance to those of you watching in your lives to some form or degree. Right, we're holding over here. Thankfully, my troops have managed to, like, steady the line nicely. They're holding against this huge tide of troops. And it's allowing me to clear up the stuff on the center and the left, so we can then sweep into them and finish them. I'm just going to try and throw the general in there again. I'm trying to get these guys in behind. Bada bing, bada boom. It's a heavy spear infantry. They've just gone into defensive formation. I'm trying to break them. They're breaking. There we go. Broke them. I need you guys to steady, go into defensive formation, because I can't have that whole wall drop down just yet. I'm not done over here. Right, they're all
One
finished.
of our units has used all its ammunition.
Here we go.
Quickly now! Forward!
Finish them, and we can sweep these guys next. Nice. Move up here. Steady. Steady. I need you to hold a little bit longer. I think we'll definitely have lost more than 25%. Oh, they just broke. That's not good. But... I still think we can win this. Problem is, if that general's bodyguard comes back, what I'm hoping we can do is shatter all of these forces here. So there's nothing left for that general to save, basically. Oh, that was broken. I was hoping that would come back.
Heavy archers! Melee troops! Advance at speed! Orders, my lord! Heavy archers! Ready and waiting! What are your orders? Ready! Melee infantry! Charge! Ready! Get down! Awaiting orders! Divine honor! Charge!
Our men flee the field of battle. This is a shameful display.
Rally all of you guys. We should have all of these infantry.
Legionaries!
One of our units has used all its ammunition.
There we go.
Jupiter gives us
Multiple shatterings.
heavy archers! Orders!
Keep the general happy there. That cavalry's doing a great job just pulling that whole general out the whole time. Send them in. You guys just been able to envelop fully this way. Nice. Is that unit coming now? It broke again. Yeah, we're just role-playing some Roman Senate discussions and debates. There we go. Near full envelopment here. That'll finish them off.
General! As you command! Heavy archers!
There we go. There we go. They're all going to break.
My lord!
Push, 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 push.
Jupiter gives us ready and waiting. Our orders! Orders! My lord! Legatus! Advance at speed!
Go, go, go.
For glory! Sons of Mars! Awaiting orders! Your orders!
Come on.
Ready and waiting! Forward! Commander! Orders! As it shall! Ready! Awaiting orders! General! Orders understood! Heavy archers! General! Understood!
A little bit concerned about that enemy general coming back, but we'll see.
Legatus! And riders! Advance! Heavy archers! Commander!
Our men flee the field of battle. This is a shameful display.
This rate is going to be over 50%. So it'll be close to the Pyrrhic victory. Unless we can get the final break in now.
My lord! Heavy archers! Ready and waiting! Sons of Mars! Legionaries!
Which right now we need to do
Turning in our favor.
before that general comes slamming into all of our troops.
Archers! For glory! Brave Romans to a man! Into hollow square formation!
Hollow square. Hold off that cavalry. Nice.
Heavy archers, my lord! Our orders! Jupiter gives us ready!
Quickly move you guys around to flank that general. Go, 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 go.
Double time! That's me! Commander!
Hold that square.
Eagle cohort!
There we go. He's breaking. Morale hit. There we go.
Legionaries!
That's it. We will end it there. Costly victory, so not Pyrrhic. But yeah, just over 50%. I think we might have lost those archers if we're unlucky. We can thankfully replace them. Our infantry shows that they can hold against greater numbers for sure. Just got to get the positioning right. That unit of archers, 424, did great. 317. Lovely stuff. Thank you very much, Unexpected Wars, for scrolling with a tier 1 sub as well there. Much appreciated. Take that, Himya. That unit did go. We'll get them back. Lovely stuff. See him off. So they do have Naira.
We hunger for battle.
Annoyingly, you're just stuck the wrong side of it. What we'll do, though, is, first of all, upgrade all of you guys, move you here so you're reinforcing them.
Ready for battle.
And then from here, we can recruit the ones you've just lost, which were one of these.
Soldiering. It's
I'm going to replace those Egyptian ones. Let's go for a mix of all of those. Let's get rid of them. The horse archers will be useful. Get a couple of them in there. And then you need an artillery piece. Can't have an onager, but you can have a ballista, so let's do that. Although you're going to be swapping one of those archers out, aren't you? So we can probably get another infantry unit or something. Or another unit of cavalry. Lovely.
at your command.
You guys are holding here. I mean, I could use you to go push in and finish them off if we really wanted to. That navy is then free. Although, how much is, how's Tyros? Tyros is actually fine. I just want to bring you over to Antioch. Go attack that one actually, because then it'll draw the whole force out, won't it? Perfect. Yeah, smash that garrison. 20% losses, I'll take that. Right in the face. Am I running any other mods besides DEI? I'm running a few mods alongside. If you type !DEI into the Twitch chat, or for those watching on YouTube, just check the description. You'll be able to see all the mods that I'm using.
Power before Rome.
When does the Empire collapse? Hopefully never. Hopefully never. I could liberate these, couldn't I? For now, you know what? Yeah, I will.
Commander.
Just get that economic victory done.
At your command.
Shouldn't I? You guys will replenish as well. Boom. Beautiful.
Ready for orders.
I just need to make sure I'm getting trade with all these guys.
Do not wander in like a desert beggar. If you have something to say it like a civilized man.
Ah, you won't do it. Because you hate me? Why? I mean, there's lots of reasons. I'm not giving you that much of a gift, mate. 94k, sure.
My lord,
We might be able to fix it. Scythia, no point. I'm about to declare war on you. But yes, I need a lot more trade. You go to Antioch. You guys are all fine then. We're going to send this army out from Jerusalem to see away Nabatea. Here we go.
At once.
So that's going to knock that one away. I'm not going to worry about the smaller force. I'm going to go for the slightly bigger one. Orders of Slam Dunkus. Right in your face.
March. Ready for orders.
Move back here. It's all looking good. You're building up over here. No, you're replenishing. Like one more turn, then you can get in on it, I guess. These armies down here, we were having to push that. We were going to go for the Mutt-in, weren't we? And then we've realised that's not going to work because the Himyar have declared war on us, so we're just finding their settlements. And I was going to see if they had another one down here. Oh no, the Nabateans rather had a settlement down here.
Someone seeks to bar my passage.
Because it seems like they do. I didn't know if there was a territory over here or not. So we'll find out. Wait there with them.
Commander. Ready for orders, Commander.
So that's the Emperor. That's who I was looking for. This one, the army. Yes, the elephants. So I need you in to go deal with those rebels so that we can get Pergamon to rebel potentially. You're moving up here. You're up here. You're pulling back to replenish. We're bringing you over to replace. Yeah, you're replenishing or waiting to replenish right now. We've swapped the ships all over. Do I want you guys moving through this way, or do I want you going up across over here to help against the Scythians? We might need that. I'll bring you up here. You don't have enough. Oh no, you do have enough archers. I was suddenly like, oh, you've only got 2. Oh wait, no, you got those 2 that's there. Yeah, just all mixed up a bit. Right, let's move you guys to the border. Not going to worry about retrofitting any armies. It's just not worth it. Yes, the Roman invasion begins shortly. I am trespassing. Yeah, that's fine.
You there, get to work. We hunger for battle. Faster, curse you all.
We are about to finally push. Get all that in. Check everything else that we've done. Rome, how you looking? 5. Yeah, we're getting closer and closer. Then we can finally get the Pantheon going. Let's just check all of our income. Latium at 61k. I don't think we'll be able to get it up to 100k, but I'd love to see how close we could get it. Not that we need the gold right now. Not probably ever. Okay, yeah, Pergamon. Oh, well, yeah, we weren't doing anything there, were we? Because we wanted the rebellion. So we're just leaving that for now. Once you were like, it's probably not worth it, Lionheart. Just move on from it. But we'll just see once we've dealt with Rhodes, we'll just see how unhappy they are. Just checking, there's nothing else left to build. Anywhere. Everything's already queued up. Most of the places. Lovely. Right, I think that's all of our forces as well. moved where they need to be going. We just shuffled those guys over. You guys are on track there. We do have these Illyrian pirates. If I move that fleet away, though, then you'll take attrition. We don't really want that. So we'll just have to keep an eye on wherever they go. Yeah, you need another turn to replenish. All done with 780k in the bank still. Don't think we have to worry about politics. No, because even when they've run out of all the modifiers that I've given them, they are still super duper positive because of the tax rate and everything else. I've got to enter on the side of my ally, otherwise that'll wreck my relations. That means they're going to come attack us at Diaspolus. Crassus, have I got a alternative route for you? Although, I will see if maybe this garrison can perhaps give us a win here. Otherwise, Crassus, you're coming down to reclaim it. And to be fair, Crassus, you're probably coming down here anyway to fight these guys, unless we can force them to make peace. I think I just threw a load of money at them last time, and I'm not beyond that doing that again, because I don't really want to have to deal with those guys, but I will if I must. Settlement, wait for them all to come in. We do have plenty of Italian swordsmen. Oh look, it's on fire. A lot of videos. It was super relaxing and informative. Thank you, appreciate it. I'm glad you find them relaxing. Apart from probably when I'm using cavalry, and then it's just stressful for everyone involved, myself included. I am doing great though. Thank you all for asking. Mummy, why is the man so stressed when he clicks on a cavalry unit? Oh, that's just Lionheart. He does that. He does that. I have them all here, try and draw them all in for all my archers just to fire at them. And I'm just going to have spears holding this gap here. Layer them on top, so it's just like unit mass kind of messes, I think, a little bit with the pathfinding. So it should make these guys a pretty solid, immovable block. And then you two, I'll have two as like additional reserve, just in case things get dicey here. Let's give this a go. Fast forward it. Archers, archers, archers. It's when none of them come in this way. Oh no, it's the elephants. That's fine. Then they'll flank round, and they'll be met by these guys, which is all good. Bring the Italian cavalry round. Yeah, spears hold here. They're doing okay. Bring down the elephants as best we can. Just wish these guys had flaming shot. We'll get all the... Oh, no, not archers, they're slingers. We'll have all... I was thinking, like, why have we got no flaming shot? But yeah, focus on the elephants, because either they'll rampage them, and that'll be good. Spears should hold okay there. And then all we do is bring these guys around behind and smash them to bits. Equally, they've got archers and cavalry down here. So let's bring the cavalry down here then. See them away. I'm going to fast forward this one a fair bit because it's not... don't think it's super critical. Right, we've got the elephants. Rampaging, so they'll hurt their own troops as much as they'll hurt mine. Move around this way. Drive into those archers for the time being. They push us back a fair bit. But that's okay. Hit that one. Charge in here, break those archers, and then we'll have them dart into the back of the enemy units. Right, pull you guys back. You've broken or nearly broken those archers. But yeah, pull back.
The men are wavering.
Men are wavering. The cavalry, of course they are. Okay, they did take a bit of a beating. They shattered, which is not good. Cavalry, pull back here. We'll have to dart you around because we want to slam into the rear of the enemy troops there. Okay, one of you's going to have to chase. The other two need to come up here and jab into the back of them. Worst case, we lose this, but I want to do significant damage to their troops so that Crassus can just walk in and reclaim it. Bring down that phalanx, please. Elephants be struggling.
Our men flee the field of battle. This is a shameful display.
What? Son of a gun. That's not great. I mean, I know they're just garrison troops. I know.
One of our units has used all its ammunition.
Italian swordsmen, at your service. Proud Romans all. Advance. Ready and waiting. Spears. Heavy. Ready and waiting.
Our men flee the field of battle. This is
Steady. Nice, that should be a big solid hit. Oh, they've just broken there, so I've got to throw that general in. No, not into the pikes, you muppets.
Our general is under attack.
This way. He's just going in there to keep more busy.
Ready and waiting. Ready.
Uh-oh, the elephants made it through. Okay, at this rate, I'm not thinking winning. We're just going to try and take down as many of them as we can. No, that's going to be us all broken.
This is a shameful display.
Not quite the caliber of troops we needed to claim a victory here. We've made them bleed, and I reckon we've done better than what the Order of Soul would have done.
Our men flee
Couldn't use that cavalry. Their morale went. I'll say 155. Doesn't seem that great. Elephants did some damage. Right, Crassus. As I was saying before, you've got a new job, old buddy, old pal. And oh boy. Oh boy. Are you going to have some fun with it? Oh no, miscellaneous Roman chap. You're dead. I'm not sure you can survive getting stabbed in the face. Illyrian pirates going to cause me trouble somewhere? No. Good. Oh, the Matin going for them as well. Okay, well, I've got to go to war with the Matin now, which is who I was going to go to war with. So, oh no! Right, well, yeah, I need to fight this one and not lose it because the other army's recruiting. I mean, I guess the real question is, do we think we'll do better than... We should be fine against that. We just got to make sure we hold up a solid line. The first battle we had didn't quite work as well because we were able to get flanked from all sides, so I need to utilize the terrain well. So we will open fighting this one at the start of the next episode. Until then, we've been watching. I hope you've enjoyed. Take care, and ciao for now.